I really am sick and tired of all of these people who have come to America after Black people have fought for their civil rights.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, all right? You know, a lot of black people have always talked about what we're seeing today in this country. It's that other groups have immigrated here and they're having this hostile attitudes towards black Americans, right? If it wasn't for black Americans, they wouldn't have the opportunity to come here and thrive, make a better life for themselves and their family, right? If they decided to work hard and do so. Case in point, this woman was upset about CNN firing Don Lemon after the fiery exchange between him and Vivek Ramaswamy, right? Right. In case you've been under a rock or something, here's the exchange between the two. Then I'll let you see what the beautiful woman had
Black
to say.
people secured their freedoms after the Civil War. It is a historical fact, Don. Just study it. Only after their Second Amendment rights were secured.
They
That's
were
a
not
fact.
secured their freedoms after the Civil War. That is not, you are discounting Reconstruction. You're discounting a whole host of things that happened after the Civil War when it comes to African Americans, including the whole reason that the Civil Rights Movement happened is because black people did not secure their freedoms after the Civil War, and that things turned around. People tried to change the freedoms that were supposed to
And you know how they got it?
War
They got their Second Amendment rights, and they actually got the NRA played a big role in that. But today, Don,
the NRA did not play a big role.
Absolutely, they trained black Americans how to use firearms.
That's a lie. That's not. The NRA did not play a big role.
This is
So CNN silences another Black person in the form of Don Lemon because he challenged that Indian Vivek Ramaswamy or whatever the hell his name was on national TV. I really am sick and tired of all of these people who have come to America after Black people have fought for their civil rights, that these Indians and every other minority now enjoy, to tell Black people how they should feel. I am so sick of hearing them making it seem the experience that Black people went through this country, they should just basically get over it because it's still going on. You just have to watch some of these TikTok videos with this color Americans and others that you see the hatred. CNN is Fox Light. CNN is not doing any good for America when people who lie are not called out on national television. The NRA did not help Black people. Do you remember a time when Black people during the Civil War, the only time they could carry guns was during the Civil War? After that, if they had a gun, they probably would have been lynched. Do you remember what happened when the Black Panthers showed up in California with their assault rifles? Ronald Reagan changed the law. So to have this Indian say that he did on national TV and CNN fires Don Lemon because he called him out is total bullshit, people. These other races need to stop telling Black Americans what they should and should not.
As a Black American, I couldn't agree with you more, sweetheart, for real. The only problem I have with this is I love and respect everyone, for real. All humans are special to me, except those that hate me for my color. I don't see people for that. I don't see or judge people as a collective, but solely for the individual they are. 100. I'm empathetic to your struggle. I'm happy for your success. I hope everyone lives a long and prosperous life. Dear immigrants, I welcome you all with open arms. I respect your courage and motivation. You risk your life coming across the border, not knowing if you'll be welcome, incarcerated, lose your life, and or be separated for your kids. All right? Hey, yo, when you get here, don't be like Vivek Ramaswamy, or whatever his name is. See, he and his family didn't have to go through fighting Jim Crow. He didn't have to worry about drinking from a colored water fountain at all. He didn't have to deal with the Klan or Bull Connor. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to deal with the water hoses being turned on his family. He didn't have to deal with slavery or coming to a country where he and his family would have a leg up from the federal government and equal rights and protections, equality for them, right? That black people had to fight so hard to get, along with our white allies that helped us get civil rights and voting rights. You didn't have to fight for any of that. You and many others came in after all the work was done. You were able to waltz into America and live a life that you would never have received back in your home country. So be a little appreciative, homeboy. Like I was saying, you and many others came in after the work was all done. It was all done. You were able to waltz into America and live a life that you and your family weren't able to live back in your own country. Then they have the nerve to tell black people how we should feel, how we should think about racism, reparations, why we shouldn't get them, etc.
I'm tired of all of these people who have come to America after black people have fought for their civil rights, that these Indians and every other minority now enjoy, to tell black people how they should feel. I am so sick of hearing them making it seem the experience that black people went through this country, they should just basically get over it.
When you say make America great again, which period are we talking about? The period. I'm not mocking the king. I'm not mocking the king.